Strengths. Insight gathered through this assessment process is used to create an individualized intervention plan to be coordinated by family-driven community teams. With this plan in place, the community-directed engagement process begins with service initiation for the youth. From here, youth and families are effectively engaged in treatment services. Completion of the treatment plan is determined by community teams who carefully consider the progress of the youth. Agency-based services are gradually withdrawn and replaced by community resources and natural helping relationships. To expand on the progress of treatment, a service team of caring adults from Reclaiming Futures, the juvenile justice system, school, family, and the community join forces to make sure a young man like Andrew keeps on track.
The service coordinator pulls the team together. The service coordinator is sort of the hub of all of that for that kid, that link. So they pull the service team together and basically sit down and identify together as a group what that child's strengths are, what their needs are, what their goals are.
Reclaiming Futures does a great job with hooking kids into extracurricular activities. They're in some community service projects and things like that. So once a juvenile worker pulls out of the case, there's a whole lot of community support to carry that kid on, and that young person is less likely to come back into the system. It's really effective.
It's developed basically an alternative sentencing where prior to Robert Wood Johnson's involvement, our options were pretty much detention. In addition to creating an alternative disposition, it has brought on board a community fellowship, if you will. We brought in organizations where normally these organizations may turn away certain youths. They have now come on board to help assist and to create more of a proactive approach on addressing issues of substance abuse.
My role is to get the community involved, civic organizations, business people, faith-based community, anyone that might be able to be a positive role model, provide a job, provide resources or activities for the young people.
I always know there's someone there I can talk to or someone that can help me with pretty much anything I need, you know.
It also lets them know that while I may be the person that the court has put in charge of their probation as far as supervising, there are a lot of people keeping an eye on that kid.
Just staying on his hind end about, you know, keeping him in school and keeping him on the straight path and letting him know when he does something wrong, but they make him understand there's consequences.
I'd like to stay on track, finish out this school year, you know, go to college, and hopefully, you know, graduate and get a good job. But I mean, as of right now, things are going pretty good for me.
The court system or the treatment providers, everybody involved in the justice system does not have all the answers and cannot solve this problem. The problem of drug abuse and substance abuse in this part of the state, in our entire state and in the whole country, has got to be solved by the community.
It brings communities to the point that they feel like they can make a difference. It doesn't necessarily take millions of dollars to make a difference. The Robert Wood Johnson grant here with Reclaiming Futures has actually brought communities together, and more so than involving themselves in the blame game, they've now taken a responsibility upon themselves to make a difference.
The services that Ms. Hayes gives from Reclaiming Futures, she has virtually no committed kids in the district. And we did a comparison of counties that were similar to hers throughout the district, and we took 2 other counties, and we compared them, you know, geographically and in every other respect that we could. And her district, or her counties, run approximately $428,000 cheaper than the other counties. So it's quite effective service to have.
It really has been the ability to give hope when so many of our children feel hopeless, to be able to instill new dreams for our children that at points in time our kids really didn't even know how to dream.
that's it. We're reclaiming our future. You know, you hear people say, you know, that our youth is our future. The next generation will be our presidents, or, you know, our doctors. And, you know, it's reclaiming those youth to help them, you know, be that. I think of the Army commercial, be all that you can be kind of thing. But it's helping those kids go back to reclaim, you know, what they've lost, to reclaim their hopes, reclaim their dreams, helping the families reclaim their hopes and their dreams. And the communities reclaim, you know, taking back what the drugs has taken from them, you know. Yeah, just reclaiming that piece of our life, of our children.